Hello, I'm Phil. On this episode of Wycombe Wanderers Learning, we're going to have some fun with maths and the Wycombe Wanderers pitch. We're going to learn about area. We're even going to tell you how to work out the circumference of a circle. And to help us do all of this is Wycombe Wanderers legend, Joe Jacobson. Joe, we're here just above the family stand, so people with young children, this is where they'll be sat. Great view of the pitch. Maths and numbers is throughout football, isn't it?
It is, especially nowadays with data. We've got a few staff members that all they care about is numbers and data from matches, from opposition, the way they play, tactical stuff, speed, running stats. You hear about it all the time now. It's so prevalent in the game. So yeah, it's a huge thing, and it will only get bigger and bigger, I think. When
you're playing, it's sort of cut and thrust very fast. You can't be thinking about the maths and the numbers in your head, surely?
Not during a game. I think in training you do, because they talk about it and we're practicing things, and if there's a specific way that the manager wants you to play, he may say about, you know, some of our things that we talk about is getting beyond the opposition's backline, and if you eradicate certain amount of defenders on their team, then you're more likely to score. So things like that you do work on, they do become part of your thinking on the pitch. So yeah, you have to kind of think about them a little bit.
We've got 10 maths questions here based on the stats around the pitch here at Adams Park. We've also included Wembley, because you know what it's like to score at Wembley.
Yeah. You know, but for now this is the nice part, and the pitch looks awesome today as well, which is great.
Always a nice pitch here. We've chosen you because we think you're good at maths. Are we right?
I like numbers, weirdly. I grew up and I loved mental arithmetic and things like that. I always found numbers quite interesting. I like finding patterns, and yeah, I'm not sure why, but it's just something that I've always enjoyed doing.
And it's a useful thing for everyday life, isn't it?
Yeah, when do you not need to count stuff to add things up? Yes, you've got calculators and everyone's got a phone now that you can do these simple questions on, but you know, you still need to think on your feet sometimes if you're out in the middle of nowhere, or want to know, you know, directions in a car, things like that, and how far away something is before you've got to make a turn in that's in your everyday life, for sure.
Well, Joe, in my pocket is everything you need here. We've got the Wycombe Wanderers pencil case complete with everything you'll need.
Wow, amazing.
To complete these maths questions. Let's take a look at the questions based on the Adams Park pitch. We'll also pay a visit to Wembley Stadium. Question 1. How many rectangles are there on the pitch, including the goals?
Well, at the minute the goals aren't rectangles because they're upside down, but there's 2, I think.
There's 2 there.
We've got the 18-yard box and the 6-yard box at both ends. Obviously the pitch itself is a rectangle.
Question 2. The pitch at Adams Park has a length of 100 metres and a width of 64 metres. What is the perimeter of the pitch? Question 3. What is the total area of the pitch at Adams Park? Question 4. There are 18 stripes cut into the grass on the pitch by the ground staff. 16 are 5.89 metres wide. How wide are the remaining 2 stripes each? Question 5. The pitch dimensions at Wembley Stadium are 105 metres by 68 metres. What is the area of the pitch at the home of football in square metres? Question 6. Using your answer from question 4, how much bigger in square metres is the pitch at Wembley compared to the one at Adams Park? Question 7. What is this difference as a percentage value? Question 8. The centre circle has a diameter of 9.14 metres. What is the radius of the centre circle? Question 9. Calculate the area and then the circumference of the centre circle, up to 2 decimal places. Joe, it wouldn't be a Joe Jacobson Wycombe Wanderers maths test if it didn't include you scoring from a corner. Now, you've just put the ball down on the quadrant. We know that this is 91 centimetres from the corner to anywhere on this quadrant. Why do footballers always put it on the very edge?
There's a couple of things. So first of all, if I put the ball by here and I'm left-footed and I go to kick the ball, I'll probably hit the corner flag. So that's one reason. Second of all, sometimes the white lines, when they're drawn, they can press into the grass. And if you don't want to put the ball on like a bit of a low point, so it's hard to get underneath, so I like to just rest it right on the edge if you look over it, it has to kind of go over the line slightly. It doesn't matter if it's a centimetre or not. Sometimes if I'm taking one in front of the away fans, I'll place it just like this on purpose, just to rile them up a little bit and then move it back. But that's generally why. And again, rather than put the ball here, it's just the awkward angle of me taking it left-footed. If I'm on the other side and I'm taking it that way, then taking an outswinger, then I'll do it this way as well, just to miss that corner flag. So that's my reasons why.
So this was the second corner against Lincoln City, which got you the hat-trick. We're going to look at the distance now, and we're going to work it out in centimetres, because it's not impressive enough that you can do this from here. It's even more impressive when we see the result in centimetres.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Question 10. Joe takes a corner from the edge of the quadrant, 91 centimetres from the touchline. He curls the ball into the far top corner of the goal. What is the total distance in centimetres from the edge of the quadrant to the far post of the goal? Right, while Joe works out the answers and shows us his workings, let's take a look at some of his greatest hits out on the pitch.
Foul by Timlin. Jacobson, it's on target and it's in! Joe Jacobson finally breaks the deadlock. 5-5. McCarthy's cross here, and Westwood comes across. Oh, penalty! Referee waits, considers, then points. Ashley Westwood on Matt Bloomfield here, Wycombe's longest serving player. It's a big call, a major moment, a fulcrum in the game, a Wycombe Wanderers penalty. From the spot, Joe Jacobson! And the tie alive, and Wycombe level. From the spot, Wycombe 1, Villa 1, Joe Jacobson, he buries it.
Very dangerous from set pieces so far. Lincoln have looked susceptible defensively. Oh, it's gone in! Straight in!
The left foot of Joe Jacobson versus Simon Eastwood. Simon Eastwood, who saved a penalty in the shootout last Monday to send Oxford to this Wembley final. Joe Jacobson to hopefully restore the lead for Wycombe Wanderers here at Wembley. We await the whistle. Here he comes now, left-footed, approaches the ball and scores! Joe Jacobson gives Wycombe the lead again here at Wembley Stadium. 2 games at Wembley for the Chairboys, and it's 2 goals for Joe Jacobson.
Get in there.
Joe, finished?
I am finished, indeed.
Let me see the work. I'm going to go away and mark it.
Here
Confident?
you go. I am, look at that.
Superb. I'm going to go and test these out now. Good luck, Joe.
Cheers, thank you very much.
Thank you for taking part in this episode, and once you're done, remember to go down the park and practice your corners to be like JJ. And just so you know, JJ got all the maths questions correct. For all the latest news from Adams Park, match tickets, merchandise and much more, head to wwfc.com.